So here's Nikki, who wanted to do something different with her kitchen, but like a lot of people, didn't have a lot of money. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio, so she went on a mission. It's like her kitchen currently, or looked, I should say, like you went to the office.
A little bit.
Pretty bland.
Like a break room.
It's like a break room kitchen in her house. Like, I don't want a break room kitchen in my house. So she took it into her own hand. She did her own do-it-yourself kind of thing. She went onto YouTube, spent like $234 and got a brand new kitchen out of it.
She did.
Yeah.
Like, she did the cabinets herself. She went on Facebook and got some free stuff.
Which was great. That's brilliant.
I've never, if I ask for anything free, I would never get a hit. No likes, nothing.
Retiled the floor, recovered the tops, painted the cupboards and painted the walls, fitted like wall tiles for backsplash. It looks really nice, all said and done, for $234.
Right, it's beautiful. And on top of that, so she had a lot of stuff going on. She is a single mom of 2. Okay, and that you're thinking, whew, okay. She also was in law school.
Get out. I didn't know she was in law school. She's got a lot on her plate. Did this.
Yeah, it took her a little longer, but you know what? She got it done. That is a girl who is highly motivated.
Right?
Yes.
Highly motivated, the whole do-it-yourself thing. I love hearing stories of how people just did it themselves, and it turned out looking like $1 million.
Rob and Liz,
his morning crew.
Talking about do-it-yourself stuff, 800-447-7234. And Liz is looking at me and going, okay, she did some decoupages and something. And I don't know what in the world she's doing.
No, I tried to refurbish like an old dresser, and so I painted it, and this has been years ago, and I tried to put like appliques or almost like decoupage. I tried to do
decoupage.
Sort of like,
is that a paint?
No, it's like a crafting technique. And so I tried to, it was awful.
What in the world is a decoupage?
So it's almost like, I don't even know, it's been so long, but it was almost like pictures of flowers that I was trying to put on the dresser for my daughter's room.
Why don't you just say that?
And because I like to be technical sometimes.
Evidently.
I don't know a whole lot of words, but decoupage is one of them.
That's a big one. I certainly need Wikipedia or something for that. Barbara is here. Okay, do-it-yourself, Barbara. What was it?
My husband and I live in a condo that was built in 1984. The kitchen's very small, but we wanted to spruce it up a little bit and get some new cabinets. And we started looking at the prices, and they were outrageous. So the cabinet doors that we had are just flat, plain white. My husband came up with this beautiful idea of making them look like shaker cabinets just by adding strips of wood around the edges. He did that for less than $200, and our kitchen looks brand new, as if we had had a professional do it. It's just wonderful, and I think anybody can really do something like that.
Rob and Liz,
his morning crew.
Have a really interesting text from Christy at 800-447-7234. Hi, it's Rob and Liz. So let me let you know why the text came. First, if we're talking about getting selfies with Liz.
Yeah.
So all weekend long, well, I shouldn't say all weekend long. Liz and I are going to be in Athens on Saturday, and we'll be in the parking lot of Bojangles from 11 to 1. I don't think we ever said the time. 11 to 1. That's Atlanta Highway, Athens. We'll have the car with us, the 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. Someone's going to win it, 15 entries when you come out and see the car, blah, blah, blah. So here comes the text, because we're talking about the way that Liz likes a selfie.
Yeah, hold the phone high.
So this is a text and many pictures. You just don't take one. You take many, pick your best, right?
Yeah.
And then start over.
Yeah, because I don't
then
like
you have
any
to approve,
of them.
right? Yeah. She doesn't. So here, this is the text from Christy, and this is really interesting. So listen close. Okay. I'm like Liz, talking about the selfie thing.
Okay.
I'm currently in Puerto Rico for 2 weeks.
What?
I know. Unlike Liz.
Very much
She's
unlike
not
Liz.
there for 2 weeks. But I have his radio plants. I had no idea we had those in my phone, and I'm walking every morning. Selfie Queen, Christy. Christy, thank you. We thank you for listening. I had no idea that. Can you explain where we have his radio plants?
Well, I'm going to the app now to see if there's a place where I can get plants.
His radio plants.
Yeah, his radio. Okay, I
that
have my
is pretty
app.
cool. Unless, back up.
weather.
Unless, what are you doing?
I'm looking for plants on the app.
You know there's no plants.
I'm looking. There's got to be.
So here's the thing. I think it's a voice to text.
Oh, yeah.
And plants means something else.
But I have his radio.
Plants in my phone.
Pants?
We don't have his radio pants. So let us know what you're thinking here, Christy. Call 800-447-7234 so we can understand. She's not cramping.
I'm trying to. What could it?
Just keep thinking about it.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I'm told somebody's on the phone. I need to get it. Hey, his radio. Hello.
Hey, Rob. It's Christy with my voice to text.
Oh, Christy. Okay. So hold on a second. Hang on. I got to grab your text one more time. So here's what you texted, Christy. I'm going to get right to the point. You're currently in Puerto Rico. What are you doing in Puerto Rico?
Oh, I'm visiting one of my longtime friends. We've been friends for like 40 years.
I love that. Oh, that's so great.
Toad's jelly.
Yeah. So you're going to be there for 2 weeks. And then you say in your text, but I have his radio plants in my phone.
Plain. You got it right. With the voice text error, I do it all the time. Drive my family crazy.
So his radio playing on your phone. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you talk about plants a lot? Like, why did it grab the word plants?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
I don't know. Maybe because I was walking by a lot of plants by the ocean.
That could be. So where are you in Puerto Rico? It sounds like it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm in Isabela, Puerto Rico.
That is so nice.
I'm finishing up my 2 weeks. I'm going home Saturday.
Oh, you're on the end of it. Oh, I'm so sorry. But so glad you're coming home.
I know. I got to see my family.
And I have to know what you're doing, what you're planning on doing that very last night. Because that's always, you try to blow it out that last night.
Thai food. We've been talking about some Thai food. I know that's crazy in Puerto Rico, but my friend keeps talking about that. So
I was just thinking, Thai food in Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
What?
I'm sure one night you had Mickey D's.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Everybody needs a little advice from time to time.
Well, here's this kindergarten teacher that just got married, and then they surprised her at the wedding with notes from her students giving her advice for the marriage.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, it's the reception, and it's time to share some of these notes with the bride.
Okay.
And here's some of the advice from that reception.
Carter says, be nice to your husband and your kid. Phoebe says, have a marriage kiss. Brooklyn said, she will need decorations. Easton said, she will be pretty when she grows up. And then Evelyn said, respect and have children.
There you go. So all the kindergarten students got together, wrote these notes, some advice for their teacher who just got married.
I love it. I mean, taking advice from a 5- and 6-year-old, sometimes that's
Right?
the truest advice. Like respect. That at 5 or 6, you're pulling out respect. Yes.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
So come on now.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Okay, if I say a lifeguard has just come out of retirement, what do you think that retirement age is? Like, for instance, most lifeguards, like at neighborhood pools, are teenagers.
Yeah.
Anywhere 16 to maybe 18.
Yeah, college age even.
A college, high school, in their junior, senior year or a college student,
Yeah.
The summer job, lifeguard. Lifeguard comes out of retirement. What do you think their retirement age actually is?
Okay, I'm going to push it a little bit, so I'm going to say 40.
40?
Yeah, I mean, that
sounds high to me.
Well, they could be like the leader of the lifeguards,
I'm thinking late 20s, maybe 30s.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
When you're in your 40s, you're into kids that are that age.
Yeah. Time to hang up the life preserver, I guess, as it were.
Middle-aged body. Maybe you don't want to be on a lifeguard stand anymore. For Robin, it's 70.
She came out of retirement at 70.
To go back on the lifeguard stand, and she's a lifeguard at 70 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, she's in Philadelphia, and Philadelphia has like a real big shortage of lifeguards. She's like, I used to do that when I was 16. I'll do the test again, and I'll do it. And by golly, she is. Oh. They actually have quite a few that are a little over 60, and she's the oldest at 70.
You go, girl. Really?
She's like, hey, people need protection, and I'm going to help. You know, I don't want somebody to drown.
Well, and, the summertime, kids want to be at the pool. It's been super hot lately. And so I can see her saying, look, I'm a grandma. I'm going to take care of all y'all.
Yeah, I'm watching my own kids anyway. My
Might as well.
grandbabies. I'm going to watch your kids too, and I'll get paid for it.
And no running.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Please don't take the keys. You ever get nervous when your honey drives the car?
No comment. Don't ask me a yes/no question. I'm going to tell you no comment, especially on this one.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love when my husband drives the car, but evidently a lot of people get a little nervous when their spouse drives the car.
No comment.
It really is. Isn't she still sleeping?
No comment.
Okay. Joey, I bet, is so nervous when I drive the car. Sometimes he wants me to because he's tired or whatever.
I feel you, Joey.
But I call him a Boy Scout sometimes because he just follows the road rules, everything. He goes by the speed limit. I mean, like way under, and does everything correct. So I'm fine when he's driving. I don't think it's the same for me.
No comment.
There is someone on staff who I won't call out, but somebody that works here at His Radio that I get a little nervous when they drive. And I'm in the passenger seat because I'm constantly.
I don't think she's ever driven with me, so I'm off the hook on that one.
We all as a staff have taken trips
So are you
to
taking
Florida
about?
twice.
Are you talking about me?
No, I'm
Okay,
not. I'm
all
not.
right.
But I will say.
Oh, that's right. I did drive those.
Right.
Yeah, we go on long trips sometimes.
Yeah, but this person, I put the brakes on an awful lot when they're driving. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
I know who it is, and I'm not going to say who it is.
No, we're not going to say who it is,
But I know who Liz is talking about.
just know
right
I get
now.
a little nervous.
One thing I'm curious about, if that would be like it for newlyweds, because Ninja, one of our producers, just got married in April. You can say no comment if you want or not, Ninja. However, I'm very curious. Is there nervousness either between you or Dusty when someone's behind the wheel?
Sometimes.
Can you tell us which way?
Who? You?
I'm the nervous one.
Okay. Why?
Really?
Why? What happens?
More so when he drove a stick shift.
Was he burning the clutch?
But now it's kind of he's a little bit more brave, if that makes sense. But I'm not gonna lie, it's rubbing off on me.
Oh, so now Ninja's getting daring around the corners.
Yeah.
Okay, I get this. Now, I want to back up for a second because Jake, I heard it go, Jake, have you been in the car with them?
No, but I have a roommate who drives a stick shift, and it gives out a lot. So we're going to move on to updated stuff now, right?
Okay, well, then there you go.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
So Ryan's a pizza deliverer. And like every other night, he's delivering pizza, gets to this one house, delivers the pizza. He's walking away. And the toddler in the house, Cohen, he's 2 years old. He runs back out and he likes, hey, can I get a hug? And he hugs the pizza guy.
That's so sweet.
And it looks like Ryan really appreciates it. Well, he gets home and Ryan's going through his feed on his phone and then sees the Ring camera version of what just happened to him that night.
Oh, that's so cool.
He's like, this is great. He reached out to Lindsay, who's the mom who posted it, and said, listen, you have no idea what that meant to me. He didn't know the kid's name. He does now. He's like, you have no idea that your 2-year-old Cohen gave me a hug right when I needed it because my 16-year-old just passed away. So Ryan's walking around with all of this grief. Alyssa is no longer with us, his daughter. And he's like, I really needed that. At that moment, God used a hug from a toddler to give Ryan, the pizza deliverer who lost his daughter, a little bit of hope.
I wonder just what spurred that little 2-year-old to run out there and do it.
Well, he liked pizza.
Like, you're bringing me my favorite meal.
Right? But God used that moment.
Oh, my goodness.
From the heart of a child.
That just makes your heart smile.
Doesn't it?
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Ugh, this is so weird to me. So Velveeta Cheese has gotten into the nail polish business, which is super strange, right? The nail polish is actually kind of a summery, kind of a cool color. It's really bright yellow. I don't have a problem with the color. It looks like Velveeta cheese. Here's where the problem comes in. Once the nail polish dries, it smells like Velveeta cheese.
It smells like cheese.
It smells like it once it dries. That's just
Doesn't sound like Liz likes that.
Velveeta cheese is, great, but I don't want to smell like I'm at the ballpark eating nachos all day.
Here's the thing. If my hands smell like food, I'm hungry.
I will
get hungry because, if I itch my nose, if for some reason I'm smelling my hands, I don't know why I would be smelling my hands. But if the odor is on my hands, I'm like, I'm hungry. I want to eat.
I can see that. And so, is that a marketing ploy to get us to buy more Velveeta?
Of course.
Could be.
I think Liz is onto something, so no wonder why.
Less about the nail polish. That's okay. I'll stick with OPI.